Prime Souls after their defeat.
Forgive me, my children, for I have failed to bring you salvation from this cold, dark world.
Change the P part with an F. Relax, customer. It's called insurrectionist humor.
Eating plastic so turtles don't have to.
Eating a straw to prove turtles are weak. What if God said a slur?
Why did Gabriel look so bad? Behold, the power of an angel, the 4 coins in my pocket.
I be popping bottles, sparkles and champagne.
Whoa, coins before me, so basically you get healed from killing people.
Choose a way to burn. Kind baby. Smart, kind, and cute. Purple baby. Why the fuck this baby purple?
Want to be dominated? We'll dominate you. We'll ask you to be gentle.
Cut you down, break you apart, display the gore of your profane form across the stars! We'll grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy!
Judgment! I end it now! Prepare thyself! I end it now! Prepare thyself!
I can finally ultra kill myself. You are less than nothing.
Yo, we really are in hell, bruh.
Dear period cramps, leave her alone! Sorry you had to say that, ladies. I just get so passionate about feminism. Machine never cry.
Useless! Weak! Prepare thyself, die!
Very time.
I'm so sorry.
First of all, sorry about my bird chirping on the background. And second is that you can go check out Enercal's Patreon in the description, a furry RPG shooter which we're developing. So far, the first versions will be free, but we're planning on making the future versions paid, so if I was you, I'll get it now. Okay, bye!